of the NFL. It's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the LA Chargers for this one. Always tough to play in the early slate of games when making that trek. Brandon Gunn, Charles Live Stadium. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Go.
Herbert off of play action. To the left side, he's got McConkey. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Chargers.
Harris, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be incomplete. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
That is caught. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That's good. For New York Giants.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Giants are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. That's complete. Right around the 8. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Touchdown, Giants! Wan'Dale Robinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was finished up by a touchdown catch from Wan'Dale Robinson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And the Chargers first down.
Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
First down, Chargers.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Los Angeles.
On first down, it's Hampton. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You talk about this Giant defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. Herbert going to give to Hampton. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line.
Herbert now. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down.
They think they've got him open beyond the markers. You know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
Cameron Dicker on now to try to field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that one complete downfield to Johnson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Let's go now. Panthers 60, 68, Mustang 19. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's another Giants. First down.
Get it?
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Wan'Dale Robinson, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Now Herbert off the bootleg. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
Now it's Herbert. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Herbert back to the air. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take that for granted. I have a theory about it. Want to hear?
Yep.
They're more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. That one taken in by Neighbors. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Able to bring that in against double coverage.
I think that's a great job by him of understanding angles, because you mentioned his size. He's not going to go over the top of someone or body someone out of the way. He's got to make sure he creates enough space for himself by getting people into the wrong spot on defense, moving them with his body, and then showing his numbers to the quarterback to be open.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Tracy going to get it on first down. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Good good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
2nd and 1. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd down, here's Tracy.
No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Come on. Hey. Nike, 60 Eagles.
And drop to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he can make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Gano's kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And he'll go down as this drive will start up. Chargers coming out of the field now. They're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach is talking to his offense coordinator and said, look, let's.
There he goes, right side. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make it 17-13. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Shifts past him. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
You can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll set up a throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
For the Giants field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this will stay a 4-point game. The Charger drive about to get going. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 34-yard line.
Right back to Tracy. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Los Angeles.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Slot man moves right. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. 3rd and 12. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that's going to be incomplete. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. this the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before byes kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The improv on the scramble then gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's a pickup for 6. Brings up second and 4.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Got it. Ready?
2nd and 10.
19 Charger, 19. Reach. Ready.
On the give, it's Tracy. And he stopped immediately there. Now they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw here. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 30.
That's another Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
That's another New York Giants.
Back to throw again. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
And I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown. A great play there. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Gano the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And that's that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Chargers.
Again, it's Hampton. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 10.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. We'll work inside here, Hampton. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Second down and 4.
Brings up second down.
First carry for Najee Harris. Shrugs him off. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Chargers first down.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 3. At the Giants.
Here's Herbert. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 9. Herbert now. And this one finds McConkey. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring us to a third and 4. Now it's Herbert. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's second down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Stadium. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Again, Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnston. And the Chargers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Hampton will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? Play action. It's Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows in the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Now Herbert, third and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Incomplete.
60
It moves to 2nd and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Giants first down.
Here's Tracy. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he totally forgot that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last says, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
They'll go again with Tracy. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
That's another Giants first down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Here's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the run is Tracy. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 18-yard line.
On the ground, here comes Tracy. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Here's Herbert. To the left side, looked in by Harris.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. Oh, he had to force it there on fourth down, and it's intercepted. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're going to run the jet sweep on third down. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he is going to have a New York first down, and the Giants are going to win the football game. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to, and it doesn't matter what the...
He's got a man, complete, and this is caught, and that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Nifty move. And he returns this to the 22. Herbert and the Chargers down by 15. A little over 40 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Throwing, Herbert finding Allen. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
With a crowd here at MetLife Stadium in full roar. Third down. Herbert to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will get the conversion on third down, but the clock, a more pressing factor.
First down, Los Angeles.
And now down to 14 as he spikes it to stop the clock. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Herbert. Pass complete to Harris. And just shutting him off there. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So it's a win here for the Giants. And it was their quarterback who led the way, Charles. Pretty impressive play for a rookie.
Yeah, what struck me